Hello everyone, I'm Shadesa, and welcome to Marvel's Midnight Suns Episode 2. Hmm, Maybe this time we'll actually get through the entire introductory mission. Right, and if I remember correctly, I need to turn up the volume a little bit, because I was very loud in comparison to the game. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Yeah, 50 should be fine. Alright, and let's continue. Okay. First mission. Probably gonna redraw this one. See what I get. Okay. Yep. We are going to use it on you.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Then you want to do... Probably you. Alright. So early game, you don't have all that many options on stuff you can do. So you gotta try and maximize all the little stuff you can do.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, don't have push, don't have anything like that. Probably... Well,
Let's give it a go.
Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally.
and probably once more. Kill this one, get the big guy as low as possible.
I need a medic here. That's a neat trick.
Alright.
Get ready.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oh. Yes.
They're trying to flank.
I am indeed. And we are going to do this. Yes.
I'm on it.
Alright. Good round. Good round.
You've made a grave mistake.
Okay, two little guys. Easy kills. Good, 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 good.
spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here.
Make him bleed, Blade. Make him bleed.
Time's up for these chumps.
Alright. So we're gonna go boom. Boom.
Mind and I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
We're gonna do restore health because your health carries over to the next stage of the mission. Always remember that. If you can, be at full health at the end of the first half.
I won't forget this.
Alright. And then we're gonna end this. Maybe. Yeah. He'll die from bleed.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Yeah, regardless of what I do. Actually, in that case, let's see if I get a attack. Yeah, there we go. We don't want him to hit anybody. Okay.
You were too weak for this fight.
Ba-da-da-boom! Run, Minnie! Run!
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilin.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal.
Literally just giving us a reason to not worry about killing them all.
Wanda!
Wards, weakening. Cannot let them fail.
Pretty simple way and ingenious way to break ley line wards. Move the wards off the ley line.
Exactly.
The Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
No.
I'll handle it.
Not.
Do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the Mother's call. We are venom to all who oppose her.
I don't know how that works. Because supposedly you get him as a playable character later.
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
The spider wizard, marinated in his stomach juices, and eat it with his spleen.
Watch closely. Just what this battle requires.
Yep. Steven is definitely the buffer. Alright, so what we're gonna do, start this off by killing the little guys.
Just like old times.
It's on. still in my
So I'm sure you noticed that everybody's leveled up. Level ups are based on card plays. For every card you play that is a character's card, they get experience. Alright. Apply that weak. Bad axe.
I am glad to have your magic on our side, Doctor.
Alright.
mother tells us to hurry.
Yeah, one of his more annoying abilities, but not the most annoying. Yeah, reinforcements incoming and two of my guys can't do any movement at the moment. Okay.
This house belongs to Mother now.
Alright, so you want to do that.
You belong to our house. We should start with your juicy entry. Then, slowly savor your delicious brain.
Yep, thankfully that counted as a quick.
Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Okay.
Thankfully, no.
I'm actually not sure if this stacks. Let's see.
I'll put this to good use.
It does not stack. Shoot, that sucks. Oh well. Okay.
Playtime's over.
Ah, and this is his other annoying thing. Yeah, okay. So, blade stand here. And then, yes. Come on. Yes. Get me a twofer. Get me a twofer. Alright. Yeah, so that thing he just did, if you do a melee attack, you automatically get bound, like he did at the start of the turn. Annoying. Alright. Yeah. Boom, boom. I wonder if that'll apply, 2 stacks.
Fragile as you.
Okay, any other cutesy things I can do to try and fix this? Alright, no. So... ranged attack? Ooh, yes. Yes. Stun him.
You will suffer for that.
And if I'm making him look like a bitch, please remember that this is the tutorial fight.
You are puny.
And there goes the mechanic of...
What
Wait,
manner of
did it
creature
not?
are you?
No, okay, it didn't trigger. Villains have this really annoying mechanic.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender.
This won't
That should trigger it. Yep.
I doubt they'll be up anytime soon.
Oh. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so in a normal villain fight, they automatically get 2 lives. It's really annoying. You gotta drop them to 0 twice.
Your
Fighty!
I was in the neighborhood, you know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Oh. 3 stars. Frick yeah. I think that's the best I've ever done on that mission. Indeed, crickets, indeed. So
Congratulations. New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero.
Steven thinks that step back.
This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Ah, of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece.
And it's weird how the graphics go between really good looking to really odd looking.
We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
All right.
Not to be the nagging old lady, but I told you not to push too hard. Now that things have settled down, you should get some rest. It won't always be this quiet.
Yep, yeah.
That was a complete fiasco.
And it would have been far worse had Spider-Man not arrived when he did.
No kidding. Caretaker would have been pissed if Venom had actually eaten a hunter.
Yes,
Yeah, I
he
would have been
is
pretty sad too.
right. But we still need to figure out how to get Wanda and the Sanctum back. Not the outcome I envisioned for our first mission together, but you know what they say. Any mystical battle you can teleport away from.
Indeed.
You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Blade. All right, Tony.
You look scathed.
Yeah, my armor does kind of look burnt and nasty.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
You're
Your support is appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic poly... You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone.
Come on, Tony. This place is great.
So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection.
Oh, yeah. Crowley recommended it.
Transparency Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
So I've chosen this answer before. Sadly, it doesn't yield anything, so I'm just gonna go with thanks.
Thanks for the gift, Tony.
I think you'll like it. It's a limited edition.
A limited edition what?
Oh, you'll see. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul.
Oh, come on. Charlie would never do that to you.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Alright.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Alright, Tony. First post, huh? Oh. Yeah. Alright, and then we got the map. We've got 4 heroes I currently have access to. There. That's all. Wonder why it took so long for the textures to pop in, right? Yeah, not much supplies to start off with. And we've already seen the settings when I was messing with it earlier.
There never was enough room for my armor in this thing.
Yeah, the black one's okay, but honestly, I do like the rare one. Gonna go with that one. There we go.
We were all so happy then.
Oh, right. So one of the mods I installed speeds up the arcane leveling. In the game, you can arcane level 5 times. It takes quite a lot of things, and the reward for it isn't all that great. And once you hit 5, there's no point in gaining the experience anymore. So what this mod does is every time you gain arcane points, you get an arcane level. Simple as that. Just speeds that whole process up. Yep, there we are. Okay.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Which I think is that statement I think is a reference to the save system, but I could be wrong. You know, why do all video game characters sleep on top of their bedspreads? Makes no sense.
They're everywhere! We must fall back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Charlie.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Good girl.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First,
Dodge!
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be.
Foreshadowing your choice between light side,
There will
dark
be
side,
plenty of
and neutral.
opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our
Technically,
new guests are eager to show you something.
dark side has the best
This
cards.
was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
And true neutral is kinda bleh. Light side has a lot of support, but as people point out, your character is not meant for support.
We'll talk more later.
Your
But
character
now,
carries the rest of the team.
I think he has another present for you.
Nice. Alright, petting Charlie. Pet Charlie.
Feeling good today, girl.
You can pet Charlie once a day. Yeah, you can pet her once a day. She'll level up. And that'll have effects. Not very many effects, admittedly, but effects.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
You'll be back to your old self in no time, kiddo.
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
I'm a vampire. I see everything.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Oh, check out Blade making nice with the big guns.
I thought Caretaker told him no more guns in the house.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
Exception. Indeed.
So, he's supposed to be playing nice, right?
Right. And now Stark is hard at work in the Forge coming up with something for the Hunter?
I guess.
The Hunter needs it after that last beating.
Yeah.
Can't wait till it's my turn for an upgrade.
Prepare for a long wait.
Indeed.
For all of us. Or hasn't it sunk into that flaming skull of yours yet?
Hey, don't take it so personally. It's not like they forgot about us.
We'll see.
I love these three.
Lucky who it is.
They're great.
Not that it makes any difference to me, but I think Tony's waiting for you, Hunter. He seemed excited.
Do I look like a Tony?
No, you look like a magic.
Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help.
Hunter?
Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony will start.
Okay,
packing
okay,
if you've
fine.
been waiting too long.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
Babs.
Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Yes, because it was just
your
bathing in
arm
hell
seemed to
flames.
offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps
Fitting.
you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
All right.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for the first operation.
The Star Nova.
Interesting.
So there's dozens of these collectibles all around the Abbey. You just kind of got to find them. Most are hidden behind various things out and about. Yay! Okay, and now that should stop popping up because there's only 5 levels.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
You think everything could benefit from a cloak?
Okay. What's up, Tony?
How goes it, Hunter? I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
I will reserve judgment until I try it in combat.
There's a 99.9% chance you'll be fine. Or it'll bust at the seams and fall off mid-battle. Word of advice, don't go commando. Either way, you're now the most advanced hybrid of tech and magic on Earth since old Doc Doom himself. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna go through all the dialogue options. Because friendship Well, I mean, I guess there's no real point. If you take him on missions with you, friendship goes up. I still want to go through all the options.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
Yeah, that's one thing they kind of touch on but don't really explain. Apparently Lilith coming around actually changed some of the basic rules of physics in the Marvel Universe, or at least in this game's universe, which is an interesting concept.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
Ebony.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry.
Ebony.
Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
Yes.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
I am impressed with your resourcefulness.
From where you're standing, I can see that.
Yeah,
Still,
as far away from the forge as possible, yes.
Logo anytime soon.
Alright.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time. I do not. Oh, I've heard the things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre.
There's nothing simple about you.
In addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for such empathy. And you're right, of course. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired, that Sanctum, all that knowledge. Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
How does Eddie feel about this arrangement?
He seems to relish the experience. And under Lilith's spell, they've clearly become more cohesive than ever before.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Explaining why it immediately broke when it was lifted in the air.
Ley lines?
Often dismissed as pseudoscience in the modern day, ley lines actually represent ancient civilizations built their temples along these lines, tapping into the power flowing through them. 2 such lines converge at the Sanctum's location. Needless to say, the wards benefit greatly.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
Ooh.
And you have been keeping an eye on her?
You make it sound like I've been guarding her. My role here is merely one of friendship for as long as she needs it. One thing is certain, she refuses to step foot on the Abbey grounds for any reason.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
Alright, I'm gonna pause here for a second and go get myself some water.